Hi everyone, this is Homey Hobbies, and today we are opening the June 2024 Illumicrate box. Welcome to those who are new to the channel. For those of you who are new, Illumicrate is a subscription box that features a singular book of the month and includes, at least in this version, different items that belong to either a related series, belong to a related genre, or just have similar elements in this box. Now, this box usually has science fiction or general fiction in the books, and there are a few different types of Illumicrate boxes. This one, as I said, being their science fiction or general fiction. There's also a romance version called Afterlight and a horror version, which the name escapes me right now. Here we have our pamphlet that says what we've gotten in this month. It is called I Will Fly for June 2024, and we will just put that aside for now because we are going to look over that last. Alright, so our first item that we have here comes in this red box. So as you can see, it has a plastic film over it. Alright, so on the back here you can see the Illumicrate symbol, and it says it was made in China. On the side here you can see there is a moon, a side view of a woman, a fish, a cat, a ship, a needle and thread, all with a piece of wheat in it. Here on the front you can see it says Singing Hills, Mechanical Pencils. And down here it says Inspired by Empress of Salt and Fortune by Yi Vo. Designed by Stella Bookish Art. And I love that this box comes like this. Now we have both pencils held down by a single ribbon. And here they are. And we're just gonna take off the plastic. Here's the first mechanical pencil. You can see that there are some rabbits shadowed by moonlight, some flowers as well. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a lattice in a circle. And it has a metal, I don't know what that's called, holder? And here you can see this is where you refill the lead. Now, I don't believe I'm going to use this. I don't use lead pencils very often, but I believe my friends may want this. And now here's the second one. This one is red contrasting the blue of the first pen. And on here we have the same shapes and symbols as we did on the box. The moon, the woman, the fish, the cat, the ship, and the needle and thread. And then we have the constellations surrounding the rest of the pencil. These are beautiful. They are quite heavy. They're actually metal, great material, and these feel so wonderfully made. So this is definitely going to be kept by either myself or my friends. And I'm just going to slide them back in so that when they open it, they can get the same experience. Alright, next up we have an enamel pin inspired by The Water Outlaws by S.L. Huang. Now, I love enamel pins, so this one I'm definitely keeping. I've started collecting enamel pins, and I have yet to make a video showing my collection, but hopefully I will soon. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. But here we have the pins. It says Bandits of Langshan. It is an Illumicrate in Sayer creation. You can see that the pin has a tagger in it, a blue ribbon, and is surrounded by what seems to be yellow and orange in the background. I'm not sure what the yellow represents. Maybe it's flowers, maybe it's sunlight. But I think it's beautiful, and I'm obviously keeping it. The next item we have here is a metal bookmark inspired by The Bone-Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart. I don't know what this animal is. It seems to have horns and perhaps 4 legs and a tail. But I'm sure it is a fictional character or animal that is related to the book. Now, I also really love the Illumicrate bookmarks. I do keep them because they're gorgeous. So let's pop this one open and see what we get. Alright, so here we have our bookmark. There's a bonsai tree at the very top, light green leaves, the same animal characters before, completely orange with a white belly, and keys coming down from that animal hanging above a rooftop. You can see it's a thin metal bookmark. It's very pretty, and on the page itself there is the bonsai tree, some mountains, and a bird on top of the house, just like on the bookmark. Next up we have this, and I know for a fact this is a photo album. I'm really excited because I've heard about the photo albums that Illumicrate has, and I've never received one, and so I'm so excited to finally get one. And I can put some of the things that I get from Illumicrate in here. So, as you can tell, there's gold foiling on this photo album. And the words say, I know what it means to dream about the past, to dream about things you have loved and lost. By Natasha Nyan. And here you can see we have a moon and flowers, and again, those gold things, no idea what they are. And it's the same pattern all throughout the cover of the photo album. And now we open it up, we can see the album itself. Now each page only has one slot, so this is either for big photos or for bookmarks, or you can use it to save the little pamphlets that come with the Illumicrate boxes. And last but not least, we have our book. Now bear with me for a moment while I try to open it. Alright, now that we've gotten it open, here's our book of Jade and Dragons by Amber Chen. Now, I absolutely love this cover. You can see here we have some blimps, a mechanical dragon, and it looks like it's in an ocean, and we have two main characters standing on top of the roof of a building. On the side of the binding here, we have, again, our title and author, and it looks like it's by Penguin Publishing House. And on the back here, we see, again, more mechanical blimps. And it says, to seek revenge, she needs to stay alive. We have the tail of the mechanical dragon and the ocean. On the book edges, we have here, again, the mechanical dragon in a beautiful little blue and splashed in water. And now it's time for the synopsis. 18-year-old Ai Wei Ying dreams of becoming a world-class engineer like her father. But after his unexpected murder, a heartbroken Ying is determined to discover why anyone would threaten a man who ultimately chose a quiet life over fame and fortune. Left with only a journal of her father's engineering secrets and a jade pendant snatched from the assassin, Ying follows the trail to the capital and the prestigious Engineer Guild, a place that harbors her father's hidden past. Disguised as her brother, Ying manages to infiltrate the male-only apprenticeship trial with the help of an unlikely ally, Aoya Yi Yang, the nation's taciturn 8th prince. With her father's renown placing a target firmly on her back, Ying must stay one step ahead of her fellow competitors, the jealous guild masters, and the killer still hunting for her father's journal. Complicating everything is her increasingly tangled relationship with the prince, who has mysterious plans of his own. The secrets hidden within the guild can be as deadly as the weapons they build, and with her life and the country's future at stake, Ying doesn't know who to trust. And can she avenge her father if it means going against everything he stood for? Dang, that sounds kind of intense. So this is part of a genre called silk punk. Kind of new. Love the idea of it. And it makes sense because I think we've had a couple of these at this point. But here we see our main character probably dressed as a boy because she has pants on, long sleeves. And we also have what I think is the prince or her brother, and he seems to be holding a jar of some type. They seem to be on a roof, and there are some cherry blossoms in the background in the night. And then here on this other side, we have our author spotlight. Amber Chen is a Singaporean Chinese author and a graduate of the University of Cambridge. She's contributed to the dark academia anthology Wilted Pages and is also author of the Cutting Edge Wattpad novel that was adapted for television. You can find her consuming copious amounts of Korean and Chinese dramas and music, and one too many cups of bubble tea. You can see that her website is ambercwrites.com, and you can follow her at amberwrites88. And then here at the bottom we have information on the art: jacket art by Kelly Chong, jacket design by Lily K. Chien, and paper artist Joanne Castro, case artist Epiphany. And if we look at the back artwork, we see here we have who I assume is a prince again, with what seems like a little metal medallion hanging from his belt, our main character, and they seem to be dropping or touching a lotus flower. Very cute. It's giving me Tangled vibes. And here we have our book without the sleeve. Alright, now here is our book without the sleeve. It is a beautiful shade of green with a dragon towering over the town. The side we have the title, and in the back we have more glimpses, the dragon reflecting in moons, mountains, and the ocean. And I'm just flipping through here. We can see the autograph that the author left for us. Then it also says, I'm assuming, to their mother and father. And now here we have the author's note to the readers. And it reads, Dear Illumicrate reader, one of the most common questions I've received of Jade and Dragons is, what is silk punk actually? If you're one of those curious folk, here's a little explainer. As one of the newer kids on the block to the family of punk genres and speculative fiction, the term silk punk was first coined by author Ken Liu for his Dandelion Dynasty series to represent a specific technology and literary aesthetic that draws from the history and culture of East Asia and the Pacific Islands. As a member of the punk family, silk punk also encompasses the key themes of rebellion, anti-authoritarianism, and a struggle for freedom. Of Jade and Dragons holds these core themes close to its heart. In this journey, you will follow our protagonist, Ai Wei-ying, as she challenges the limits placed upon her by the society she lives in, fighting to not only seek justice for her father's death, but to also achieve the dreams that everyone tells her she's not allowed to have. Few may know that Of Jade and Dragons was inspired by actual historical events and characters from the late Ming and early Qing dynasty, specifically the life and times of the first Qing emperor Huang Taiji and the woman that he supposedly loved the most, Hajul. The story of Huang Taiji and Hajul has been romanticized in many Chinese novels and dramas, yet there is so much more that remains a mystery and cannot be deciphered from historical records. I have always been intrigued by the blank pages of Hajul's life before she entered the palace, and this book was born out of my imagination of what the life of this extraordinary girl could have been like in a different space and time. I am immensely grateful to have this opportunity to share this book with all of you, and I hope you'll enjoy it. As an author hailing from a small island in the tropics who never dreamed that she would get published one day, I leave you with the motto of the Engineers Guild. That very much rings true. The seas can never trap those who are meant to fly. Best, Amber. This is very cute that it's based off of, history and real events, and it sounds very Mulan from the synopsis that we got earlier. So, I'm curious about reading this. I'm actually quite interested in this one. This was our book for the month of June of Jade and Dragons. We also had our photo book. We received 2 beautiful mechanical pencils, a very cute bookmark of a bonsai tree, and an enamel pin of a dagger. So our theme for the month of June was I Will Fly. Oh, that makes sense considering her author's note. And the first item we received was the Forgotten Dreams print album, artwork by An Nguyen at An Nguyen Art, inspired by Girls of the Paper Fire. The next item was the Memphi metal bookmark, designed by Danielle at delandon.il, inspired by the Bone Charred Daughter and features none other than Memphi. Next item was Singing Hills mechanical pencils, designed by Stella Bookish Art with the same tag, and it is inspired by the Empress of Salt and Fortune. And the last item was the Bandits of Langshan enamel pin, designed by Sayer Art at sayer.art, inspired by the Water Outlaws. Then on this other side, we have the synopsis again and the photo challenge. And on the back here, we have the sneak peek for July's theme, which is Magical Menagerie. If you peer closely through the golden grates, you may catch a sight of a menagerie for magical creatures frolic. It is a standalone debut fantasy where a keeper at a magical zoo realizes she has a chance to save phoenixes from extinction, but she has to team up with her arch rival from college. It's a royal hardback, has all that fun stuff. Bound in letter by the author and is signed by the author. And fandoms this month include their monthly book, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies and Beasts of Prey. Also, all July boxes will contain a multi-fandom reading journal. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you join me for our July unboxing and for the many more videos to come. Thank you. Bye.